Picture this, you're on a massive warship, the deck creaking beneath your feet as waves crash against the hull. Around you, men shout orders, the wind whips through the sails, and the looming threat of enemy ships fills the air. Suddenly, a cannon blast echoes, splintering wood and sending fire raining down. The clash of iron on iron, the spray of blood, and the splash of bodies hitting the water. This is no video game. This is history brought to life like never before. Join us as we unravel a tale of courage, conflict, and conquest that will transport you back to the 17th century BCE, a time when men were kings and the seas were a battleground for power. What secrets lie hidden in the depths of history? What battles shook the very foundations of the ancient world? And what role did legendary figures play in shaping the course of human civilization? Brace yourself for an epic journey through time. It's time to explore the past. But before we dive into the depths of history, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community of history enthusiasts. Together, we'll uncover tales that have been whispered through the ages. Before kings were crowned, before empires rose, there was one forgotten war that changed everything. Welcome to the Forgotten War, where the year is 1700 BCE and the world is a tapestry of power, politics, and trade routes that stretch across continents. The old kingdom of Kush in Nubia is a rising star on the horizon, challenging the might of Egypt's new empire. To the east, the Hittites are forging alliances and amassing strength, while the Mitanni, skilled horse riders from the Eurasian steppes, are venturing into Anatolia. Meanwhile, in the Aegean, the Mycenaean Greeks are establishing their dominance. The stage is set for a clash of civilizations, and we are here to tell the story of an epic naval battle that changed the course of history forever. Imagine yourself on a massive Egyptian warship, sailing across the choppy waters of the Mediterranean. The scorching sun beats down on the deck as the crew maneuvers the vessel with practiced ease. Their destination, the bustling port city of Byblos, a vital hub of international trade in the 17th century BCE. But the Egyptians are not alone on these waters. Off the coast, another fleet of ships cuts through the waves, their banners snapping in the wind. The Kushites, with their deep knowledge of the Nile River and skilled navigators at the helm, are on a mission to disrupt the Egyptian trade and assert their dominance in the region. As the two fleets close in on each other, the air grows thick with anticipation. Suddenly, the tranquility of the sea is shattered by the deafening roar of cannons. It's time for battle. Watch as the ships engage in a furious battle, the crashing of waves and the clash of arms echoing across the water. Cannons blaze, sending fiery projectiles hurtling toward their targets. The decks become treacherous battlegrounds, where sailors and soldiers fight tooth and nail to gain the upper hand. Amidst the chaos, the Egyptian admiral maneuvers his ships with precision, exploiting every advantage to weaken the Kushite forces. Each maneuver is a calculated risk, each cannon shot a testament to their training and skill. The fate of the battle hangs in the balance, and the outcome will have far-reaching consequences for both nations. Who will claim victory on the high seas? The naval battle rages on, a deadly dance of fire and fury as both sides unleash their full force upon each other. As the battle reaches its climax, the Kushites make a desperate stand, their ships forming a tight circle to defend their retreating flagship. But the Egyptians, relentless in their pursuit of victory, break through the Kushite lines and corner one of their vessels. With the enemy surrounded, the Egyptians rain down arrows and hurl spears, inflicting heavy casualties on the Kushites. Seeing their comrades fall, the remaining Kushites fight with the ferocity of cornered lions. But it's not enough. One by one, their ships succumb to the Egyptian onslaught, forcing them to flee for their lives. With the Kushite navy scattered and defeated, the Egyptian ships sail triumphantly into Byblos, their banners held high in the salty breeze. The citizens of Byblos, caught between the two powerful nations, can only watch as the Egyptians secure their victory. But the celebrations are short-lived, for on the shore, a new battle is about to begin. The Egyptian soldiers, eager to prove their valor on land, charge into the city, their swords flashing in the sunlight. They are met by the Kushite defenders, a mix of local troops and remnants of the defeated navy, who stand ready to protect their homeland. As the two armies clash, the streets of Byblos become a chaotic battleground. Shields are raised, swords are drawn, and the air fills with the sounds of combat. Will the Egyptians continue their winning streak on land, or will the Kushites stage a comeback? Only time will tell. As the battle rages in the streets of Byblos, the fate of the city hangs in the balance. But amidst the chaos, one warrior emerges as a beacon of hope for the Kushites, General Amanirinas. With a strategic mind and unwavering determination, she leads her troops into battle. The tide of war begins to turn as General Amanirinas rallies the Kushites, inspiring them to fight with renewed vigor. Her tactical brilliance shines as she devises clever strategies to outmaneuver the Egyptians. Despite being outnumbered, the Kushites, led by their valiant general, stand firm against the Egyptian onslaught. However, as the battle reaches its most intense moment, a cunning Egyptian general, Thutmose, devises a risky plan. He leads a small group of elite soldiers on a daring mission to capture General Amanirinas. If successful, this could shatter the Kushite morale and turn the tide of battle in Egypt's favor. The question remains, will Thutmose's plan succeed, or will General Amanirinas prove too formidable to be captured? With the fate of the battle hanging in the balance, Thutmose's plan reaches a critical point. He manages to get close to General Amanirinas, but she proves to be a formidable opponent. As they clash in combat, sparks fly, and the very essence of their civilization seems to be at stake. The outcome of this duel will have profound implications for both the Kushite and Egyptian armies. But amidst the chaos of battle, a sense of foreboding hangs in the air. The Egyptian soldiers, despite their numerical superiority, find themselves exhausted and demoralized. As the battle drags on, the Kushite troops, fueled by desperation and the desire to protect their homeland, put up a valiant defense. The Egyptians, on the other hand, begin to falter. The heat of the battle, coupled with dwindling supplies, takes its toll on their strength and resolve. Their disciplined ranks become disoriented, their attacks lose momentum, and their spirit of conquest wanes. As the sun begins its descent, casting long shadows over the battlefield, a somber realization dawns on the Egyptian soldiers. They are trapped in a nightmare of their own making. Surrounded by fierce Kushite warriors and with their supplies dwindling, their escape route cut off by the relentless General Amanirinas, the Egyptians face a grim future. With each passing moment, their situation becomes more desperate, leaving them with only one agonizing choice: surrender or face annihilation. The once proud Egyptian army, poised for victory, now finds itself on the brink of defeat, grappling with the harsh realities of their folly. As the Egyptian soldiers contemplate their fate, a hush falls over the battlefield. Their defeat is imminent, and the weight of their surrender presses heavily upon them. But amidst their despair, a flicker of defiance still remains. With heads held high, they lay down their weapons, marking the end of their campaign and the beginning of their captivity. General Amanirinas, victorious yet compassionate, offers her captives a chance at redemption, granting them asylum in Kush. Thus, the Battle of Byblos comes to an end, leaving behind a legacy of bravery, resilience, and the enduring spirit of those who fight for their homeland. And so the tide of power shifted, reshaping the destinies of nations. But the scars of war remained forever etched in the annals of history. As we bring this epic tale to a close, we invite you to join us on this extraordinary journey through time. Subscribe to our channel and become part of our community. Together, we'll explore countless stories that have shaped our world and continue to captivate us today. Don't miss out on future adventures. Subscribe now and let the adventures through time begin.